Yeah, so I saw this video of Andrew Tate's business course in Hustlers University. I thought it was pretty sound actually. A couple just to reiterate a couple of the points he talks about in his course, for business is money in is a business, right, guys? So if you want to start a business and you start instantly digging the hole as opposed to just putting, building blocks on top of the ground, you're not going to have a building, you're just going to be digging yourself into a hole financially and stuff like that. Like, you know, and then also, so money in, like if you can't like get money in and like, get profit, like you're probably just like giving yourself a much harder battle. Like I get it, build the back end, build like a great product, of course, but you gotta learn how to market and sell. So just the importance of that. I mean, coming from a dude who's just trying to make money, right? So which is Andrew Tate. But the other thing is like money loves speed. So he loves to do everything like super fast, 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 which helps you in a lot of ways because you're first to market, you can get your feedback quicker. Like if you can have something done by like the next hour as opposed to like a week from now, you would have already learned the lesson within that hour instead of like having to wait a week to learn that lesson and be like, okay, now we have to, okay, so that didn't work after the week of trying it. Now we can try this thing. That will also take a week. And now it's like you spent 2 weeks trying to learn two lessons where you could have learned five lessons in like 3 hours. You know what I mean? So speed is very important. Money in is very important. And there were a couple other things. He talks about like having a lean team and like being very like efficient with the people that you get on, making sure that they're either making you money or saving you time and, not BSing around with them. Again, keeping it lean. Talked about some other stuff, Krish. I don't know if you want to mention that or if you just had any other thoughts in general.
Um, no, I thought it was interesting. I listened to like the first 30, 40 minutes of it. But I think it's very good. Like, okay. So there's different types of advice at every stage of a business or, a founder entrepreneur's journey. Um, and he even says in that video that this is not for like, oh, you want to start like some startup and launch rockets to the moon. He's like, I'm not talking about any of that kind of stuff. I'm talking about making money. And I actually agree. I think like he's basically describing you want to go after businesses that require little upfront capital. So he's basically describing you want to start a service-based business that you can charge for money now and you can go do the thing after you charge money. So whether that's, running an agency or some kind of service-based business where you can charge money for, by performing a service yourself and you don't need any capital upfront in order to go perform that service, or you can collect funds upfront and then go perform the service with the money that you have, and then save a little bit of room for profit. Um, I think it's pretty good general advice for somebody that wants to start making money on their own. Um, and I think like the key thing to remember is that a lot of times in business, like there's not really like a right way to do something. Like there's probably an optimal way, but a lot of times like the most important thing is just doing, right, Alex? It's just like to actually take the action and go get started.
Yeah.
And so if you're if you're spending time creating an LLC or making business cards or creating a logo, like you're not doing business. You're just like creating like the shell of something that you want to be a business. And ultimately you're wasting time because you don't even know if the business will work because you haven't gotten any customers yet. And so like listening to a video like that is actually just quite motivating to just go get started and try to go make money. And like I would say in that alone, it's a great like um like activation energy to just get you out there and get you started on whatever you're doing. And in that way, I would say, sure, it's valid advice. I think it's good to not not let all of like the bureaucracy that comes with like companies and business to weigh you down from actually doing the thing that businesses are designed to do, which is to
Yeah.
generate cash. So in that way,
Yeah.
I really like it. I don't necessarily know that it's new advice or that special, but that guy obviously has a way with words, and he's very like I think for a lot of young dudes, he's pretty motivating. It'd be hard to disagree with that, but
Yeah.
neglecting any of the other criticisms about him, I thought it was a pretty yeah, it was good. Like I was hyped. I was listening to it. I was like, this is awesome. Like yeah, now I want to go like
Yeah.
charge customers right away and like go build something. So
Yeah, funny enough, I think that it was like a almost like a full length video, like 4 hours or something like that. But I think it actually was taken down. I tried to click back to the link that I saved, and yeah, but I think there's like some playlists still on YouTube with like his business with that business course kind of still chopped up into smaller videos and stuff. But yeah, a pretty interesting business course from him. As far as him in general, I really just don't listen to him that much to like really have a take. Like people are always like, you know, especially when he first started getting big, people are like, "Do you like Andrew Tate?" And people are like, "I actually like his advice." And it's like, well, are you saying that because you saw 3 YouTube shorts of him and you were like, "Yeah, I guess so," you know? And it's like, I mean, like I just don't listen to like his podcasts, you know, for like hours
Yeah.
of him talking and like bro, at the end of the day, he's literally just riffing on random stuff to like get views and get attention for his thing, which any business person would do. So it's like who are you to say like if you know the dude or like see him as a good authority figure and stuff? Like he's literally just spouting random stuff that again, you know, could change very quickly and I just don't care. Like if people are like, "Do you like him?" I'm like, "I don't know. I don't really care." Sometimes I listen to his business advice. Like I don't like everything he says probably and but I'm not going to be like, you know, I don't know. It's just like again, people trying to form tribes around something and it's like why are we trying to form tribes around a dude that's literally making YouTube videos so he can make money? Like I don't know. I don't care. Like
Yeah, I mean, the only criticism is like, okay, if he is doing bad trafficking stuff and he's doing like evil things, then I think it's fine to like
yeah, that sucks.
say that he's a bad person. But yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, that I think like that trial has yet to come or something. So I don't know. The thing about we could talk long about Andrew Tate, but um I think generally speaking, I feel like it's funny because there was this time where like you could ask like there was dude there were so many like undercover Tate fans that like you would be like people would be like, yeah, Andrew Tate, horrible guy,
What do you think of
misogynist,
him?
terrible. What do you think of him? And be like, yeah, he's awful, blah blah blah. And then like with your like close friends, you just kind of like, dude, I kind of like I like watching his videos though. Like it's kind of he's kind of got some like he's pretty motivating. But that's the thing. Like, dude, here's the fact: if you are somebody who discovered him when he blew up and you were on YouTube Shorts, you saw videos of him encouraging you to get fit. You saw videos of him encouraging entrepreneurship. You saw videos of him encouraging men, like young men, to be more confident. Like all of these things that are positive. But when you dig back into like the archives of Andrew Tate, then you start to figure out, oh, actually, he said some pretty obviously bad stuff. Like you can't like mix this around and make it be like, no, no, he's saying like actually he's saying something that's fine. It's like, no, he's saying like this is like pretty nasty, right? But the thing is I know him from just like after seeing him blow up, seeing a lot of like the fitness content, business content, and I'm like, why is everybody so upset about this? And then you'll see like the spare YouTube short of like Andrew Tate when he's like totally bald, no facial hair, sitting in front of like a crappy webcam, saying something that's pretty bad. Like then it's like, oh, okay, so now I get why people are upset about this guy. And then
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I don't have to assign any judgment to it, but
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
he's a freaking he doesn't really seem to have morals, you know. He just kind of like does whatever he thinks is whatever. So I like I said,
yeah.
I don't care and like I don't know the dude at all and like know his past. So yeah, I'm sure he's done some shitty stuff, at which point I would say, yeah, if someone's done a lot of crappy stuff, then yeah, I probably don't trust them or like them, you know. So
Also, he is definitely like almost like way too good at with words for his he's too good with words for his own good. Like I feel like he could convince someone to do any like he seems like a very successful manipulator. Like he seems like he'd be just fantastic at that. Um so I mean I have no doubt that he's been yeah, that he's done bad. Like I mean just based on the stuff. I'm sure he's done things that are not morally just. But I mean
yeah,
I'm not the investigator in his case, so not gonna make any judgments
yeah,
on that, but, yeah, I mean, there are definitely clips of things he said that I don't yeah, I don't agree
yeah,
with by any
yeah.
stretch.